um, broadcast of what will now be the third race in the Cgprl, the Classic Grand Prix Racing League, on PS4. And I'm just gonna say now, sorry about my voice, bit hoarse today, a little bit ill, but yeah, getting there, still alive, but yeah. So today we're here at Silverstone in the FW18, and I'm on my own today. Unfortunately, we don't have Felipe with us today, which is a shame, but I believe he's on holiday or something, so that's a shame. But yeah, we're gonna have to manage our own. We've got, I believe that is 8 people in at the moment. It's 7 people, just a quick estimate there. But yeah, just a couple minutes until we get going then. And yeah, I've got 2 people on this stream already, which is pretty nice. And yeah, Silverstone got 18 corners here, so pretty quick track, pretty technical. So it's gonna be interesting how these guys fare. And obviously, big talking point is going to be the weather. Is it going to be raining? Is it going to be dry? Or is it even going to be cloudy? I mean, I'm not sure. It's a 25% race with dynamic weather, so we could see all sorts going on with the weather. So we'll have to keep an eye out for that, especially in qualifying. If it rains in qualifying, will they go with a dry setup if it's a dry race? Or we'll have to see. It's too early to say, but yeah. But as I said, in a few minutes we should be ready to get racing soon, so exciting times. But yeah, obviously we're in the 1996 Williams FW18, so Damon Hill's championship winning Williams, as I said, from 1996. So that should be pretty good fun to watch around here. Great sounding car, great looking car, and obviously very famous. And obviously Damon Hill, a British champion, so kind of bringing it home here, I guess. But as now we just wait for like the last couple minutes, see if we've got any stragglers yet to join, and then we'll hop right into it and get ready. But I think that's gonna be it for all the people who are joining. So yeah, if you have any questions or anything, please please feel free to put them in here. We might get Yannick in here as well to help commentate, so hold on, we'll invite him to this party quickly and then we'll see what happens. Hold on, bear with me. Yeah, I think we're gonna try to get Yannick in here whilst he's driving, so that should be quite interesting. There you go, invited him, so we might see him in a minute. But yeah, we should hopefully get him in here soon. And yeah, exciting times are ahead of this race, so just a few more 30 seconds or so before we're able to hop straight into this, and we should be ready to race in a moment. Oh, we got Yannick in here.
Good evening.
How's it going? You alright?
Yeah, I'm alright.
That's good to hear. I'll just turn you up quickly so we can actually hear you properly. I think that should be.
I think this is very difficult.
It should be fine. I mean, you were doing it yesterday in the GPRL race, weren't you? So
Yeah.
it should be okay. And
Oh.
yeah, I think we're gonna ready up now. It's 3 o'clock here, so let's ready up and get into this.
Let's drive, guys.
Just waiting for the last few people to.
I think
Sorry,
this could be an
continue.
advantage for me because you're talking about everything that's happened on the track. I can
Yeah,
react
it
to
could
that.
be. Yeah, that'll be interesting to see. Just waiting for Steve to ready up, and just a few more seconds, and then we'll be in.
I will check
Hey
the stream
Terry,
right
hey
now.
Scott.
Look how my sound is, how my voice is sounding. OMG, my English is so bad.
Are the volume levels okay, do you think, or do I need to change it a bit?
I don't know.
But here we are, just entering the lobby now. And what's the weather going to be like?
Yeah, my problem is I have a very shitty headset, so
And it's dry, so lucky you guys. Dry weather, so this should be fine for you. It's a question of what the weather is going to be like in the race now, so wonder if Yannick will be able to tell us what the weather is going to be like.
wait. Qualifying is dry, and race is a little bit rain after 45 minutes, but I don't think
I
this is...
doubt, no, it's only a 25% race, so
Yeah,
I doubt
so
we'll get that far. But here are our first cars coming out on track now. And we're aboard with Steve as he leaves the pit lane. He's leading the pack out, so here we go. Absolutely great cars, these. They are so good.
Yeah. Then you have to imagine, I drove this car first in Silverstone when I got the game, the first event I think it was,
Yeah.
where you have to overtake the McLarens. But after that I have never drove this car again, so
They look so good, they sound so good, and they're pretty damn
Yeah.
quick as well, so
sounds really great.
every car's out now apart from Kurt by the looks of it, who's, oh, that's just updated, he's out on track as well, so who should we follow? We're gonna follow, oh, we've got a car off already. Terry's off in the gravel at what looks to be Lovefield, so he's back on track now, so a little bit, I don't know. Looks like he's trying to clear his tires now, but everything seems to be okay.
Did Terry went to the gravel when I overtook him?
I think if you just overtook him, he was going slow after he went in the gravel, so.
Oh, Terry. The classic cars have actually no tire wear. This is so funny.
Yeah.
I have 1% on the front left tire and every other tire is on 0 after one lap.
Right, we're riding aboard with Scott now on his first hot lap through Abbey. Pretty nice line actually. It comes through Farm Curve.
I'm starting my
Up
lap
to
right
Village. A little bit deep there from Scott into the loop now, but everything seems to be fine as he comes onto the Wellington straight. First sector is a 31.0, so we'll see how the others compare, but he's still driving pretty clean actually, so I believe it was quite fast last race as well, so it'll be
now. I'm
interesting
4
to
tenths
see
up
how.
to Scott. I
Okay,
have
let's ride.
13.6.
Wow, let's ride with Yannick then, see how this goes. And at the moment it is looking very clean, so I'll try not to put him off. We don't want that. But he comes through cops now, clipping the curbs. Lovely, lovely stuff.
Beautiful driving.
Into Maggots. Oh, this guy is so good. Maggots, Beckett. Into Chapel now. And now into the hangar straight. We're gonna go back on board with Scott as he comes through.
Fastest sector too.
Oh, so Yannick's gonna be very quick there. Club corner for Scott now. His lap time is going to be a 1 minute 39.4, so that's a pretty quick lap. Very clean, and then we've got Steve goes behind with a 139.8, that's 4 tenths down. Casper now just coming through club corner. Yannick goes faster, 1 minute 38.7, that's 7 tenths up on Scott there, and Casper goes faster, 1 minute 38.6, so he's a 10th up on you there, Yannick.
Oh, Casper again?
Casper, very quick driver.
So fast.
And we've got Terry just about to come through the line now, he's coming through club corner now. Into turn 18. And he's going to come across the line, he's going to be slower, so 1 minute 39.4, so that's enough to put him up into 4th, and Kurt's gone into 3rd with a 139.3, so field only separated by a second or two there. Actually, Alessandro is the slowest guy on track right now, somehow. The guy was absolutely blitzing it yesterday in the race, and the Gprl is somehow bottom of the field today, so of course that's only their first lap, but here we are now. I presume they're all sticking with another lap. Following Scott on board again. It's kind of slow through the S's, but we'll have to see how he comes out onto the hangar straight now. And he's down by 3 seconds in second 2, so he's got to be aborting this lap. But Steve doesn't seem to be stopping. He's powering through into Stowe now. And he's staying out for this lap, so as Yannick said, there's almost no tire deck on these cars, so they should be good for at least a few laps here before they need to worry.
Yeah, but I have no fuel left, so I have to pit.
That's a problem, but Steve's improved there, he's gone up to 3rd. A 139.1 there, so still 4 tenths back from Yannick and Casper, but
I think I can go maybe 3 or 4 tenths faster.
so yeah, that's 3 or 4 tenths faster would be enough to put Yannick up into 1st easily there, so most of the guys coming to the pits now.
How much faster Casper can go.
Casper's in the pits now alongside Yannick. Steve's staying out on track. He seems to be slowing now actually. He can't be pushing again. He's not going to be able to make it to the pits if he does. Let's have a look at the comments on the streams thus far. Scott says it's going to be rain at the end of the race, so conservative he says, but as you said, Yannick, you said the rain's going to come about 45 minutes later, so
Yeah, but in the race, I think qualifying there was snow. What?
yeah. What have you done?
Oh, I didn't choose a setup. That's why I'm so slow. Oh no!
I think there's park thermo rules on, so
Yeah!
oh no.
I'm driving with a default setup.
Oh dear. Rookie error. How did the car feel though on that default setup?
Yeah, car feels very stable, so I don't think this is a problem, but I can go much faster with another setup.
Yeah. Scott coming through for another flying lap. He's actually backing out of this one already. He's on lean mix and yeah. Terry's out on track at the moment. He should really come to the pits now. But no, he's staying out for another lap. He's going to run out of fuel, most likely, before he makes it back to the pits. Is this a flying lap? I'm not quite sure, to be honest.
Sam?
Yep.
Can you explain me how you actually have the perfect commentator voice with 15 years?
What do you mean perfect commentator voice? How? What do you mean?
You sound like a real commentator. It's confusing.
Oh, that's a nice compliment. Thank you.
No problem, mate.
Terry coming through the first sector now, and he is 0.1 seconds up. So he's just gonna have to. It's gonna be a stretch with the fuel load. He's only got 1.17 laps left of fuel, but if he's able to keep this up, he might be able to improve on his lap time by quite a bit. Tires obviously rubbering in now. The track's getting more green. And into Cops now. A little bit off the throttle, backs out a little bit, but still very nice. Carrying into the S's now. Maggots into Beckett's. And now into Chapel. Absolutely beautiful line there from Terry. Coming through the second sector split now, and he's 4/10 up. 4/10 up on his lap now, so.
What was his previous lap?
Previous fast lap, so 138.9, so he's only a couple tenths back from you. But this will be enough to put him up into first.
Yeah.
But he's coming up into the. Yeah, he's coming up into club corner now, so. Just following from the broadcaster cam now, and through the turn 18, and he's up into first, 138.4.
Wow. Great lap by Terry.
Very, very good lap. He's gonna have to back off now. He's gonna run out of fuel now if he doesn't put it down to lean mix. Yeah, here comes Yannick across the line to start his final flying lap probably. He might be able to get another one in after this actually, so we'll see.
I think I can go another lap after this.
And as you said with the fuel, you should be fine for the next lap as well, so. A little bit deep through the loop.
I lost much time.
Will it ruin his lap time too much? Oh, Terry's run out of fuel there. Predictable. Doesn't give a sector split time for you actually. 30.6 doesn't say if you've improved or not. But yeah, apparently Scott was.
Now I'm 3/10 up to my all time. Okay,
that's good. Steve's also improved. Steve's improved by 5/10 I think it was. So he's up into P5 now. 1 minute 39.151. So.
Oh. I ran very wide.
Scott's retired as well, I don't know why, but okay. On board with Kurt now as he comes across, or about to come across the line to finish this lap. The question is, will he be able to improve his previous fastest to 139.359? He's going to come across the line now through turn 18. That's a 1 minute 38.1. He's gone up into first. That is very, very quick from the guy that was just P6 moments ago. Alex has managed to improve to P4. He's retired though. 1 minute 38.6 for him, so he's very, very close. Yannick's unfortunately being pushed down to P5, but he'll be able to go for another lap now. Lots of guys have been improving right to the death here, so. Following Steve now as he comes across through Stowe corner now. See if he's able to improve from P7. 1 minute 39.1. I presume most of the other guys here will be running the default setup though as well.
I've got the fastest sector 1.
That's good to hear. And Steve's not able to improve by much. He's still last. But if you go on to let's see where Casper is on track. Casper is, where is that? That is, oh, he's just gone through Cup, so he's coming into the S's now. Maggots right now. Maggots into Beckett. 5/10 up for Yannick at the moment. We'll come on board at the end to see that lap. But see where Casper is in the second split, and he is. It's not set again, unfortunately. Let's see if that gives us everything.
I'm 4/10 up to the fastest lap right now. What the hell?
Could this be a 1 minute 37 lap time for Yannick? I hope so.
Maybe.
That'd be great if we. Oh, Casper's had a lock up into club chicane there. That's gonna hurt his time a bit, but he comes through turn 18 now. I can hear Yannick in the background. It's a 1 minute 38.0. He improves. Let's see what Casper is coming through turn 18 as well. Nice line. Did he not improve? Oh, unlucky. Third place for Yannick. But man, that was a good qualifying session.
I was 7/10 of a second faster until Stowe, but then I fucked up.
Oh dear. But there you go, Casper on pole with a 1 minute 38.0. Just a 10th back is Kurt. Yannick behind him by another 2/10, and yeah, that's your top 3. And here we go.
I'm hating myself right now. Well, because I'm driving with the default setup. Oh no!
It's such a shame. It's really, really nice weather actually. I've never seen weather like this in Britain before. This is impressive. Why can't it be like this every day? just waiting the final 15 seconds before the guys are all ready to get going for this session.
Yeah, I changed my setup now a little bit.
That's good to
Got
hear.
lower wing at the front.
And here we are, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights, and there's a jump start from 2 guys.
Oh fuck my life! I was on my right button, so I don't know.
Oh, there's a spinner behind as well.
Starts.
Wanted to grab before the first corner. Didn't quite see who got the jump start, so we'll have to check up on that in a minute.
Start. I've got jump start. But
oh dear.
Yeah, well.
That's not going to be helpful at all. It's such a shame.
But I was on the X button, so I don't know why my car started.
Got a car ghosted momentarily there as United tries to go round the outside into Brooklyn's, into... I forgot the corner name now. He's not able to make up position there as Yannick is up at first now by a second or so, but remember he jumped the start apparently, so...
Yeah, drive-through penalty.
He's got a drive-through penalty for that.
Yep.
But will he be able to build up a gap or not? We'll have to wait and see. We've got Terry right behind him now.
But this pit is the shittiest pit on the whole calendar, so I will lose so many time. So much time, sorry.
There was someone else that had a drive-through as well, so if I have a look...
Yeah, maybe we will get a safety car. Hopefully.
There's 3 people with a drive-through actually. We've got Steve, Terry has a drive-through, and so do you, Yannick, so... That's going to be interesting, as Terry's put into the pits now, as so does Steve, so... You might be able to build up a bit now. A bit of a gap. But Alessandro is also dropping down the field. He's down in P6. But this all promotes Kurt into a fabulous position right now. He might be able to capitalize on this and get the win if everything goes to plan. He's got Casper behind him in P3, so this could be quite interesting. But yeah, it's a 2-second gap now to Yannick. Yannick's just running away at the moment, building up a bit of a gap. Casper seems to be closing in as well on Kurt, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. If we jump back to Casper now... And Scott's trying to get in on the fight as well actually, so... Hopefully we'll be in for some really good racing in a moment. Just listen to these cars, they sound so good.
Yeah, great sound.
Oh, Scott!
Yeah, what the hell?
Scott was a little bit wide there.
I mean, Sam, I can pull away. Yeah, I'm driving the fastest lap right now, but oh man.
Yannick doesn't pit this lap either, so he's gonna have to stop next lap, isn't it, for this drive-through?
No, I want to get disqualified and commentate with you.
Please don't do that.
Yeah,
1
I have
minute
the fastest lap,
39.9.
so this is what I could do without my drive-through.
Yeah. Terry's about 25 seconds back from you, so it's really messed him up, that hit. Oh, Casper's gone. He's taking a very different way to all the other guys at the moment through. What's the name of the corner? The name of the corner is Luffield. And now into Cops. Just backing out a bit on the throttle. Can't take that flat out like the 2017 cars. Not enough downforce for these, but still, what a sight.
But it's still making very much fun, so
yeah, it's
great to control these cars. Yeah. I will put down another fast lap right now, but I have to pit.
Yeah.
Why am I not able to pit in the last lap like Michael Schumacher in 1998?
Yeah.
This could be so great.
Yannick's making his stop now.
Yeah, 5
Oh,
seconds
he's
stop
got
go
a
penalty,
5-second
fuck my
stop
life.
go. Oh dear.
But you have to imagine, I have the corner line, yeah?
Yeah.
But I braked in front of it, yeah? So I don't know why I'm so fast.
But they are Kurt's up into lead of this race now. Casper behind him by just under a second there. Still some very, very nice clean racing. Lap 4 of this 13 lap Grand Prix. I mean, if it was a 50% race, Yannick, you might be able to get back up and challenge for the win. But you're out ahead of Terry, which is the most important thing, I guess, for now.
Yeah, but I have 5 seconds stop go right now.
Did you not serve that? Have you still got to do that?
I think I will not pit, so I will get this 5 seconds after the race. Right.
That's probably the right idea, really.
Will I receive the other 5 seconds that Codemasters game give if you don't do this 5 second stop and go during the race?
I guess because it was for the speeding in the pit lane, you will. We'll have to see.
Okay.
Let me look at the race director
discuss
quickly.
later, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. You're the only one with the stop go at the moment, so. Looks like a fight at the front's getting closer. Casper's caught Kurt by almost a tenth that lap, onto lap 5 now. They seem to be dropping Scott a bit now, so the two leaders are starting to pull away, build up a bit of a gap. So this could get very, very good soon. Hopefully they keep it clean though. All eyes on them. But Casper seems to have made a mistake through the farm and village section actually. He's lost almost 3/10 through one corner. So I'm not sure what's quite happened there, but he's obviously done something wrong.
Come on guys, 2 more mistakes.
Exactly. Casper starting to close in again. He's just about getting the toe from Kurt, so it's like a very, very optimistic line through Cobbs. He's kind of turning left before he throws it in right, so he's trying to get the most out of the car. Absolutely chucking it in. But it's looking good. He's made up almost a tenth by the looks of it through Chapel, so it's getting much, much closer now. The question is, if they ever get side by side, will they make contact? Will they tangle each other up?
Hopefully.
Exactly, hopefully for you. Oh, Casper's locked up. He's locked up his left front into the club corner. But it doesn't seem to have lost him too much time. It shouldn't be too hard on his tyres either, to be honest, because these tyres are absolutely mental. And he's locked up his right front again. He's trying to push a bit too high. He's locked up again. He's locking up almost every corner at the moment, so that's not going to help him at all. But it does seem to look like Kurt is starting to lag about a bit. He's got the alien indicator up. So I have to keep an eye on that one. Gap is now 0.6 of a second. And as I said, the gap behind is just getting bigger and bigger every lap now. Down to 5 seconds.
Steve is driving, am I right?
Yeah, Steve is still driving. He's just 4 seconds back from Terry and 10 back from you.
Ah, he's last place. Okay.
Yeah, he's P7. And The gap is getting much smaller now. Will Casper be able to get in the toe of Kurt here? Yeah, he probably should be able to if we go back onto Casper here. Coming to the still corner. Gap's close by almost a tenth just on the straight. Casper making up a lot of time in the corners here actually. But again he locks up the double front lock up into club. But Kurt seems to be struggling. He's feeling the pressure now. Gap's only 4/10 of a second. As Casper goes fast, it's 1 minute 39.4. Oh, what's happened there? Casper's just lagged forwards. Oh, I'm not sure. He just lagged back again.
Yeah,
on my
I
screen.
saw it on the minimap. There was one point who was going like 100 meters back and then back into the front.
One car just went straight on at Abby and then he lagged back onto the track. I'm not sure what happened there. I'm not sure if it's the server or not. I hope not, but everything seems to be okay now. The gap is already 2/10 of a second and oh, they almost hit. Casper came very close to Brooklyn's there. Again, the gap's very small now, just 3/10 of a second. United is closing in on them too, so Kurt is feeling the pressure now. Through cops, oh, Casper's had to compromise his line a bit so he doesn't hit Kurt. That allows Kurt to get up the road a bit. But they're still keeping it clean, which is the most important thing. And that's good to see so far.
Come on, Casper, do something.
Gap's fallen down to half a second again. Just 20 seconds ago, it was only 3/10 of a second. So this fighting's definitely not helping them as Kurt's going very slow through Stowe. So Casper's able to make up a lot of time there. And Casper's locking up again at club. He's not liking it through there. That's a shame, but that's racing. Oh, Casper's messed up. He's completely messed up Abbey and Farm Curve. Getting onto the gravel a bit. Locking up again at Village. And there you are, Yannick. Yannick's coming back, guys. 1 minute 39.2. And Sandro locks up in front of you. It's only a 14-second gap, 13-second gap, so you're closing in on Alessandro actually. But it might be a big ask to actually close in. Yeah, Alessandro's fastest lap so far is 1 minute 40.1, so...
Sam, my brother, came to my room and he looked on the minimap and he was laughing at me because I'm so far behind.
Oh dear, but Steve's actually coming in pit for some reason, I'm not sure why. But he's just come out of the pits. He might have got some wing damage, but I'm not sure. We'll have to find out after the race. But Casper's fallen back by 5/10 of a second now to Kurt, so I don't know what's happened there. He's 1.2 seconds back now, so I'm not quite sure what he's done there, but Scott's coming in to fight as well.
I'm gaining so much to Alessandro right now.
He's not liking these classic cars at all. He's so much slower. He's just gone through turn 18, the final corner. Across the line now, but he's not liking it, I don't think. He's gone wide as well at Farm, so he's locked up big time as well into Village, so maybe Yannick's gonna have a chance to catch him. We'll have to wait and see now, though. Don't say never. Never say never. Never say never. You don't know what's gonna happen here. And yet again, the gap is closing in at the front. Just Casper's taking almost 4/10 of a second, 5/10 of a second now out of Kurt. So it's getting close again, which is good. That's what we like to see. But Kurt is just being much more consistent, as we see Casper almost mess up again, in fact. Taking a bit too much Kurt, but he's able to keep it together. But he does lose quite a bit of time there.
Yeah, I'm running out of fuel right now.
Let's have a look. Oh, massive lock up.
Lead mix.
I've been pushing with rich mix the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh dear, not clever in these cars. Oh, a little bit of oversteer for Alessandro actually. So.
But the engine temperature is still on green, so everything's alright.
Yeah. Actually, Alessandro is pushing up for fuel as well. He's only got plus 0.05 extra laps, so it's going to be close for him. Oh, but yeah, he had in the negatives, so that's not too good.
Oh, minus 0.4, nice.
Yeah, I can see.
Okay, first sector, again the fastest. And I think I could win this race so easily.
The gap between Casper and Kurt keeps changing. I think the smallest it's been is 0.2 seconds,
right
but yeah.
Because my brother's sitting next to me watching your stream and laughing at my voice all the time.
Oh, mega lock up for Casper again. He's managed to make up a lot of time there. Half a second almost, so. Gap's down to 0.2 seconds. And yet again, the fight is back on. It's just whether Casper's able to keep it consistent and clean. Because Kurt's definitely been the more consistent of the pair. Yeah, that goes fastest allowed. 1 minute 39.1.
My engine is talking to me. He said, please, don't, okay, now I'm losing my English, nice. He said I don't have to go for records, I have to finish the race.
Nice. I've not heard that one before. But do you remember how I said the gap between Casper and Kurt was just 0.2 of a second at the start of the lap? That's already down to 0.8 of a second, so Casper's losing a lot of time at the moment. But again, he's making all that time back up. Not many overtakes at all on track, but oh, Kurt almost made a mistake. He got very wide on the entrance to Stowe, so that's not quite ideal. But Casper's had a double lockup again over the front. And he's just pushing it too hard for this win.
The Terry pit, yeah, I think he will go for the fastest, but I know I'm safe. But now I'm safe in P5.
And again, yet another lockup at the front for Casper. He's really wants this win.
After my drive-through, I was, I think, 16 seconds behind Alessandro. Now I'm just 10 seconds behind him.
Yeah, he's pretty slow actually. Let's have a look what his fast lap is.
Every single lap. Okay, I'm running out of fuel.
Let's see. Yeah, you are starting to run out of fuel, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm driving on lean mix, but
yeah, it's gonna be hard to save it now.
Okay, I think I have to roll out on the straights.
Eh,
If you...
might be brave, might be sensible actually, but we'll have to see.
I'm just rolling through maggots and faggots.
I mean, if you want to finish the race, you might have to be honest, because
Yeah.
they're on the final lap now. Casper goes fast,
No,
1
my
minute
fast lap.
39.088. Kurt went fastest, and then Casper took that straight back. I can just hear you in the background from your brother watching it. That's great.
Yeah. Now could you please stop the stream?
No. But Kurt
Thanks.
starting to put away again. It's gonna be close finish between the top three. About 5 seconds splitting them all. As I said, Casper seems to keep making mistakes somehow. The guy that we've seen so consistent in the GPRL, the modern league, is not able to hold it together as well in the classic cars we've seen. But here they come, they're coming through. Oh, Terry goes fast.
No.
Is that a 1 minute 38.9? Maggots and Beckers.
Yeah, but he went on fresh tires, so...
Oh yeah, true. Into Chapel now for Kurt for the final time. As we see Casper in the background making yet another mistake, getting on the grass again. He's lost 2 seconds, 2/10 of a second, sorry, there alone. So that's not ideal. But Kurt coming through still for the final time. Track is staying just a little bit. We'll have to wait and see if there's any penalties for all of that. But here he comes through club corner now, into turn 18, and across the line. Kurt Boland wins the Great Britain Classic Grand Prix, or whatever you want to call it. Great racing in there, and that FW18 for him. Very clean all the way.
Oh,
Alex finishes 4th. I believe we've got a wild Yannick running out of fuel at the moment.
okay.
Oh, on board
There's
with
no
that.
fuel left.
Oh, that is painful to watch. I'm on board now. Oh dear.
The slot. Okay.
Oh, he's
Yeah,
got a
10
10-second time
seconds.
penalty.
What?
What? Oh my god. Will Terry be able to... He's got 15 seconds of time penalties now, doesn't he? Across the... Oh, cat. Wow.
Brilliant race by me. Excellent drive.
Good recovery.
Oh, but Terry's still behind me.
Someone else has run out of fuel, I think. Or was that you? I'm not sure. That is you. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. The game says I'm in P6.
I guess you had 15 seconds of time penalty, so we'll see what we can do about that final incident there with the 10-second time penalty at the end. But there you are, there you
Yeah.
have it.
I think I've made 1 second with this corner cut, but not. Why did I receive a
10 seconds.
10-second penalty? What the hell?
Especially when you've run out of fuel. But there you are, there's your podium. We've got Kurt on the top step, followed by Casper the Dutchman, followed by Scott the United 101. Great racing all across the board there actually, so that's good to see. Nice and clean racing, and a close battle for the win between those top three.
Can we
And-
please delete my 10-second penalty? Thanks.
It says you're in 5th for me, so I don't know what you're worried about.
No, I'm on my screen. I'm in 6th.
On my
I'm
screen
2
you're in
seconds behind
5th,
Terry
so
right now.
on my screen you're in 5th. Apparently you got 20 seconds worth of time penalties, but
Did Terry receive the penalty?
he's not receiving any penalties, I don't think, but that's your result. We'll get the results posted later on Instagram, I believe, so official
Yeah.
results. I don't think there are many incidents that need to be talked about, really. Pretty clean race on the whole. But yeah. So look, just got another comment on the stream, so I'll reply to this quickly. Yannick is 5th. Yeah, Yannick came 5th for me, so
Okay.
And yeah, we're not going to worry about that corner cutting penalty because that's pretty petty and not necessary. So, but yeah. So, do you want to sum that race up for you in a few words?
Shit weekend.
Shit weekend. Oh dear.
Yeah, yesterday in Gprl, bad crash with Casper lap 2. Today, jump start. Not a great weekend for me.
Hopefully you'll get back on the ball next week and be on that top
I want to
step.
be world champion in both of the leagues, but I think I'm right now in the championship lead in Cgprl.
I'll have to check on that later. So
I think with Steve, but he has one win more than me, so
yeah. We'll look at the
we have to
results
draw on the
later,
points, but I
and
think he will be in the front.
yeah, we'll have to see later tonight, I guess. But yeah, thank you for watching, and we'll wrap up this up now. And yeah, we hope to see you next week. Maybe we'll be joined by Yannick again. Maybe we'll be joined by someone else. But we'll see. Thank you for joining us, and yeah, see you next time.